It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. Oh, I thought it wasn't dark anymore. What happened? Daylight saving time happened, remember? So, don't act so surprised. It's actually brighter out than I thought it would be. You can kind of see whatever the opposite of dusk is. I guess it's daybreak. Happening over in the sky, out yonder. Yonder, of course, is where you never quite make it to. It's the cousin of horizon. Except you can always see the horizon, you can't always see yonder, because sometimes there's buildings in the way. Yonder is also a minor league prospect, Yonder Alonso. I forget for which team. So, let's see. Yesterday you watched an episode of me playing hockey. I don't know what clip yet. I haven't uploaded it yet. I haven't even looked at the clips, but they're on this camera, and one of them's a good one. That's the one you'll get. You'll see. I'll see. We'll all see for ice cream or horsey sauce. So yeah, it's an hour earlier than it ought to be, and that's just the way the world works. If you don't like it, go live in a cave. Yesterday I saw Cop Out, a new movie, which isn't really new anymore. It came out a month ago. And I don't know, it had all these people in it. Tracy Morgan and a bunch of other guys. Bruce Willis, I guess. I don't know. And you could tell Kevin Smith directed it, and you could tell Kevin Smith didn't write it. I mean, it was uneven. Kevin Smith wouldn't write something that uneven, but it had lots of dick and fellatio jokes, so you could tell Kevin Smith was involved somehow. I mean, sure, anybody can write dick and fellatio jokes, but there's just a certain panache that Kevin Smith puts on them, and that was evident. I can sort of see him going through the script and saying, oh no, we need a dick joke in this scene, it's just not the same without one. Let's put one in here, let's put a dick joke here. You know, if he was Old MacDonald and he had a farm, it'd be, you know, a dick joke here and a dick joke there, etc. But, I don't know. I enjoyed the movie. There's a lot going on, and I don't really like action flicks typically because I'm a little slow, and I don't always get what's going on. And that's kind of what happened in this movie. I had to trust that the movie was going to lead me in the right direction to a conclusion. I had to trust that the movie was going to make sense. I had to trust that everything was going to fit together because I couldn't keep track of it all. And it seems like it all made sense. But like when you watch a movie with someone and they'll point out all the flaws in the plot, which I do like, by the way. I know a lot of people don't like that shit. I do like that because I need people to help me notice things. My life revolves around noticing things. And if I don't notice something, then, you know, I hope someone notices it for me. But, So hopefully, you know, everything made sense logically, and I wasn't just trying to make it make sense, you know, like the Bible or something, where you just kind of take what you have and you make it work. I'm not interested in biblical movies. But, that was alright. And then afterward we went to House of Siam and had Thai food and no typhoid. And then we got on the light rail and we went home. And then there's a new TV show on called Son of Tucson, which I don't understand why the show's named that, because if it were a play on words, there are 3 kids, not 2. And then who's Tucson? Son of Tucson, but there's 3 kids, not 1. Son, Tucson, but there's 3 sons, and the dude, and none are Japanese. He works at a sporting goods store. I barely made it to the first commercial break, and I generally give an entire episode before I write it off. But I understood the premise already because it was like a retail thing, right? They were all in a store. So I got that, and I like movies set in stores, TV shows set in stores, because I miss retail. I would do retail now if I could. And so I like to watch retail in action. However, it wasn't really retail in action. It was just writing set in retail, but it was written by people that don't understand retail, and so the shit that goes on in that is just not realistic. You can do lots of great retail jokes. Just watch Clerks. You know, Life on a Stick was another one that was set in retail that was realistic. But Son of Tucson, you know, you never have a situation where people are standing in line at the only register that's open, except it's closed for an hour, and there's 12 people in line. It just doesn't work that way. You know, that's just not a good retail joke. It's not realistic. So, yeah, I couldn't really get into that. And when that's your main premise, it kind of makes everything else fall apart, because you know that your expectations are already lowered, because if they can't even get that right, how are they going to get anything else right? So I think it's going to last about 3 weeks. It was better, no, it wasn't better than that mid-season replacement cartoon they had last year, which I can't remember the name. That was set in a high school. We had a different art style, and it was, that lasted 2 weeks, I think, and then it got canceled. But I think the circumstances were different. The problem is, one way that you have a news show be successful is you have it on after something else that's successful. So if you're Fox, what that means is if you want a show to succeed, you put it on after your best show, which is American Idol. But the problem is when American Idol's on, they don't have any other programming that night. From 8 to 10, it's American Idol, and then that's it. Or from 9 to 10, it's American Idol, and then that's it. You never see American Idol be on from 8 to 9. That's just really a shame. I don't know why they do that. So if they can't lead into anything but the 10 o'clock news, big deal. The 10 o'clock news gets good numbers. It doesn't help the network at all. Every 10 o'clock news is its own creator. So it means nothing. And here's a stop sign. Alright, he stopped. So I should have stopped the video there, and then you would have thought maybe I got hit by the car. But then you'd say to yourself, but how did he upload it if he got hit by a car? I suppose it could have been his dying last wish, or last dying wish, but I guess we'll never know because he'll never tell us. And then the next episode comes up and I'm back to normal, such that it is, and you go, oh, well, I guess not. I guess not. Yeah, see, there's some daybreak over there. Look at that. It almost looks like a real sun. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com. Oh, and I'll add that it didn't help that one of the worst Family Guys ever was the lead into Sons of Tucson. They're clearly setting the show up to fail, and that was probably put on in the first place as a favor to somebody. Speaking of more dick jokes, because, yeah, that Family Guy wasn't very good.